This
So
conference will now be recorded.
in this class, in this online class, we are going to discuss the first unit. Okay, so this is a concept we are going to discuss. Okay, so what are the points we are going to cover? The first one is what is World Wide Web? Okay, so first we have to understand what you mean by World Wide Web. That is WWW. Okay, this concept we are going to cover in this class, and after that, who is the inventor and the when it is developed. Okay, which year the inventor is created the WWW. Okay, so now what are the operations? What are the operation of WWW and what is web page? What is static web page and what is dynamic web page? And after that, web clients and web servers. Okay, so after that, what are the popular web servers we are going to discuss in this class, right? So these are the concepts we are going to cover. The first one is World Wide Web, that is WWW. What do you mean by WWW? The WWW stands for World Wide Web, right? The WWW stands for World Wide Web. So what do you mean by WWW? It is a huge collection, you know already. In theory classes we covered the WWW is the huge collection or vast collection of pages, web pages, not only pages, the pages of information linked to each other, right? Linked to each other. This is important around the globe. So how it linked each other? For example, you have one website, okay, www.facebook.com. Okay, assume there is one website that is called as www.facebook.com. So in this facebook.com, there is one website. In that website, we have a lot of web pages, different web pages. For example, login web page, right? Then sign up, then add images, add status. So those are the separate web pages presented in the facebook.com. So those web pages are linked. Okay, those web pages are linked to each other and around the globe. That means World Wide Web, that is linked. So those web pages have the information, the page of information. For example, login page. What is the login page information? Enter the username, enter the valid password, and sign in. That is called as the information available in the pages. So the list of pages available in WWW. Okay, that is called as World Wide Web. That means is a huge collection of pages, information linked to each other. This is very important. We have to understand how it is linked. Okay, so linked to each other around the globe. So for example, in web facebook.com, I want to sign in. What I have to do? First, open the web page using web browser. Okay, then I want to type username and password. That is the first home page, right? So when you log in, that is connect to the other page. That is that enters to the login home page. If it is valid username, if it is valid password, that is go to the home page, right? Home page. After that, those home page that connects other pages like add images, add status, view videos, okay, birthday. So those are the separate pages linked to each other. So that is called as World Wide Web. So World Wide is nothing but WWW, that is a collection of web pages. That much. Okay. So who is the developer? Who is the inventor of this World Wide Web? Okay. The Tim Berners-Lee is the inventor of the World Wide Web. Okay, so where it is presented? The World Wide Web consortium. The consortium means it is one group. Okay, worldwide is a group that organize or that manage the World Wide Web, right? After that, he developed World Wide Web in 1989. The year of 1989, he's developed World Wide Web to exchange the information between computers and servers, right? The purpose of using World Wide Web to exchange the information, right? The purpose of he developed the World Wide Web. Who is that? Tim Berners-Lee in the year of 1989. Okay, so here the British, he is a British scientist at CERN. What is the CERN? Okay. That is a one scientist organization. Okay, so that is European Organization for Nuclear Research, that is called as CERN, is the one of the most world largest and most respected center for the scientist research. Okay, the who are the scientists? They are working in this organization that is called as the big world largest organization for scientists. Okay, in that organization they published the World Wide Web, that is called as CERN, in the year of 1989. Okay, so here World Wide Web is universe of network accessible information. Okay, how you are accessing the information from the World Wide Web? Using the network. Without network you cannot access the information. With the help of network we can access the information around the World Wide Web. Okay, so and in simple terms we can say World Wide Web is a way of exchanging information, between computers on the internet, tying them together into vast collection of interactive multimedia resource. Okay, you know already. For example, I want to access some information from the Google. So you are searching, we need one browser, right? We need one browser, and in that browser first we have to connect internet. Using that network we are accessing the information from the World Wide Web. This World Wide Web is collection of the web pages, right? Web pages means websites. So here the important thing is, some people are thinking internet and web is the same, right? Some people are thinking, hey, internet and web are the same thing, but here internet and web is not same thing, because the internet, using internet we can access the web, right? Using web users internet to pass over the information. So internet is a network. Using that network we are only accessing the information from the web. That is what the internet and web, right? And here World Wide Web, the architecture, the how it structured. For example, these are the whatever the round solid bullet, these are called as the website domains. Okay, you know already website domains. So in one website we have a lot of web pages. For example, ES, this is also one domain. .com is also domain, commercial, government domain, education domain, organization. So like this we have organized in these type of domains in World Wide Web. See here, assume .com. The .com is a commercial website. Okay, so this website contains lot of page of information in one website. Not only all, in one every website have a the huge collection of web pages of information, right? So this is one of the structure of the World Wide Web, right? The next one is how it works, the World Wide Web operation. Okay, if you want to work on World Wide Web, what we have to follow, what are steps we need to follow? Okay, see here, there is one diagram of World Wide Web operation. Okay, see here there are two computers, one is web browser, one is web server. Okay, so what is web browser? Web browser means client. We can say clients are the web browser who are using the computer, that is called as web client. Okay, we can say web client, and who is providing the information to the web client, that is called as web server. How these two are communicate, we'll discuss now. The first one, assume here there is one website name. What is that? www.tutorialpoints.com. This is one website because I want to learn something from this tutorial. Okay, so that time what you have to do is, first we have to copy that URL. Okay, then paste it in browser. You have to paste it in browser. Okay, that is web client. Then after that you have to paste it or search in address bar using web browser. Then the browser requests domain name. For example, this is one domain name. What is the domain name here? .com. Okay, .com. That domain name server for the IP address corresponding to the www.tutorialspoint.com. So every website or every domain have a one IP address. Okay, like you have a computer, every computer have a machine address, that is called IP address, right? So here also same thing. The every website or every IP address have a one specific IP address. Okay, the first it searches the respect to or corresponding to the IP address. Then if it is present, then after receiving the IP address, the browser sends to the request to the web page. Okay, if it is present IP address, then what it does, it sends to the browser. Okay, its browser sends to the request to the web page, to the web server. For example, this is a computer. Here I am searching some information from the browser. For example, www.tutorials.com. Okay, so what it does, first search the domain name. If it is domain name is present in the web server, okay, the domain name is present in the web server, then it requests, see here there is an error mark, the request for web page on the internet. Without internet you cannot access. Okay, so if you have internet, then transfer to the request transfer to the web server. Okay, so web server contains the list of information or list of web pages, the whatever you are searching tutorials.com, that is present in this server. Okay, if it is present, then again send it back to the your web browser. If it is present, it is sent to the in the format of web page. Okay, in the format of HTML web page to the web browser. So this is called as www operation. So here HTTP protocol, we are using HTTP protocol. What is the HTTP protocol? The HTTP protocol means hypertext transfer protocol. That means the established connection between this web browser and this web server, right? The web browser and web server. Okay, that is called as HTTP protocol. So this is totally the www operations. Okay, now after that I told you, okay, the World Wide Web is consist of web pages. Now we have to discuss what you mean by web page, what it contains, right? The web page is a document. You can say it is on document like a paper. Assume this is like on paper. So what is written in paper? In document is available on World Wide Web. The web page is one document available on the World Wide Web. This web page are stored on the web server and can be used using the web browser. Okay. So for example, if you want to access this web page, for example, admin web page or home page of the Facebook. So what you have to do is you have to access this web page using web browser. Okay, via internet. So web page is a document available on the World Wide Web. Because in previous slide I explained, World Wide Web is a huge collection of web pages, right? So web pages contains huge information. What it contains? The information like including text. Okay, the text and graphics, audio, video, and hyperlinks, right? So this type of information available in the web page. So the list of web pages available in the World Wide Web. Okay, these hyperlinks are the links to other web pages. For example, here assume in facebook.com login page. The login page contains text. For example, text means enter username. That is on text, right? And enter valid password and sign in. These are the some text and graphics. What is the graphics? You know already. Background color. It may be images. Okay, however, so these are graphics which are used in web page. And audio, some web pages contains audio also, video and hyperlinks. Hyperlinks mean buttons, right? That establish connection between the next pages. That is called as hyperlinks. Okay. Then after that, collection of linked web page. Just we discuss only web page. What do you mean by web page? The web page is a document that is available on the World Wide Web that contains the information like text, graphics, video, audio, and links. So those type of web pages or collection of web pages collection of linked web pages on the web server is known as website. Okay, now we clear what you mean by website, what you mean by web page. Okay, so website is a collection of web pages. Okay, not website is a collection of web pages. Okay, web pages is a only collection of information like text, graphics, audio, video. See, a simple example, you have a notebook, right? So notebook is a one website. Assume this is one example, simple example. Notebook is on website. So in notebook, you have some pages. Every page is a one the information. Okay, that is called as web page. So there is a uniform resource locator. So every website is a unique name or URL. Uniform resource locator is associated with each page. Okay, so every page have a one URL or that is called a one link. That is called as web page. So after that, there are two types of web page. One is static web page, another one is dynamic web page, right? So what do you mean by static web page? The static web page are known as flat or stationary web page. Flat or stationary web page. I'll tell you one live example. Okay, so if you return one HTML document, in that document you return some images, okay, some text, some other tags. You are used in one HTML document. Then after that completion of that program, you have hosted that program in www or server. That page is stored in server. So when you are using that web page again and again, the data will cannot be changed. The data cannot be changed or modified because that is called as static. Okay, when you are using, same content will be there. Okay, data will not be changed. That is called as static web page. Okay, so that is the static web page are also known as flat or stationary web page. They are loaded on the client browser as exactly they are stored on the web server. Okay, already you created one website. Okay, in that website you create a lot of pages. Some people are create static web page, some people are creating dynamic web page. Okay, here static web page means how you are creating, then how you are stored in server as exactly displayed in the web browser. Okay, it cannot be changed, it cannot be modified. After 10 years also you can use, but the data will not be changed. As it is, you can use. Okay, that is called as static web page. Okay, the static web pages are created using HTML, only HTML. Okay, not other PHP. Okay, so only using HTML you can create the static web page. The static web page are only used when the information is no more required to be modified. Okay, so and this is an example for static web page. Here the web browser to request to the web page. Already you created a web page. After 10 years searching and I want to view that web page. Okay, so what you have to do, using client or browser, I am requesting to the web page using via internet, that is sent to the browser server. So in web server there are two parts, one is static web pages, one is dynamic web pages. So what are the those static web pages are stored in static web page servers and some dynamic web page servers. So you are requesting only static web page. So if it is present, that sends to the web browser by in the form of HTML file, but it cannot be modified. After 10 years also same content will be there. Okay, so that is called as static web page. You cannot edit. Okay, so it cannot be modified. That is called as static. Then after this, dynamic. Sorry, dynamic web page. What is dynamic web page? The dynamic web page, the content will changing the as per the requirements. Okay, so for example, you have a share market website. You know already share market website, when you are using the share market website, the content will again and again changing, because according to their requirement, their hoster, they're changing the information, but the fraction of second changing the information, you cannot refresh, you cannot loading the web page. Without loading the web page, the entire page will be changing. Okay, or else another one example is weather website. For example, weather forecast website. Okay, so in that weather website, what it does, the according to the climate, again and again the data will be changing. For example, at 10 o'clock rain is there, right? And 10:30 there is no rain, again and again changing without loading. We are not refreshing our page, but again data will be changing. So it has been made possible using Ajax technology. The dynamic web page is made using Ajax technology. Okay, so this is one example. So here web browser request to the web page, that is the dynamic web page using internet. Here the web browser stores the web dynamic web page in the form of MySQL, that is database connection, PHP interpreter, and the processing request, right? So the web server stores dynamic web page like MySQL. If you want to store the database connectivity, then PHP. So that is called as dynamic web page. If you want to create dynamic web page, we need one HTML language, because if you want to design a page, okay, then after that, if you want to create dynamic, we need MySQL for storing the information and PHP. So this is called as the dynamic web page. So what is the dynamic web page? It shows different information at the different point of time. For example, weather. Okay. So it is possible to change the portion of web page without loading the entire page. So without loading the entire page. So here previous static page you can reload, okay, n numbers of time, but the data cannot be changed. So here without loading also the data will be changing. Okay, so this is called as dynamic web page. Now after this, we have to discuss what is web clients and what is web servers. Okay, web clients and web servers. What do you mean by web clients and what do you mean by web server? So computers connected to the web. Okay, if you want to access any information from the web, we have to connect the computer to the servers. That is called as computer connected to the web. Okay, computer connected to the web, or called as client and servers. Who are using the computer, those are called as client. Who are providing the information, those are called as servers, right? Here there is one simplified diagram, the how client is work, how server is work. Okay, so here this is one computer, this is also one computer. Assume the one is web client, one is web server. So in the form of also, in the computer form, we can store the web page also. Where it is store web servers, that is also in one computer, right? So here I want to communicate with this server. How? Via internet. The web client is a one user who are using the computer and requesting the information for the web server, that is called as web client. And how it is connect using HTTP protocol that uses to establish two communities. This is one community, this is one community, that made a connection to the web client and web server, that is called as HTTP. First, I am requesting one website via internet. Okay, if it is that website is available in this server like HTML document, in the form of HTML document. If it is present, that sends to the web server, or that sends to the web client, or else it provides the some errors. The web page is not available in this server. Okay, so that is a simplified example. Okay, here the what is web client? The web clients are the typical web users internet connect to the device. Okay, the internet connect to the device. If you want to access any information, we need internet. Without internet, you cannot access. Right? So because the server means the network accessible information. Right? So web clients are the web users who are using the computers, who are accessing the information from the server, that is called as web client. For example, our computers connected to the our Wi-Fi, or your mobile also, that is also web client. If you are using the mobile, from mobile you are accessing the information from the globe, that is also your web client. If you have a computer, that is also web client, right? So, and web accessing software available on those devices. So for example, in computer, so in computer we have a software like Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer. So from those software we can access the information, that is called as a web accessing software or web browsers, we can say. Or also you can mobile also have a Firefox, Chrome, Opera. Okay, so like this is called as web client. And what do you mean by web servers? Web client means who is accessing the information from the globe, that's called as web client. So if you are in exam, they are asking what do you mean by web client, what do you mean by web server, just you have to write this much for 2 marks. Okay, so then what do you mean by web server? The web servers are the computer, this is also on computer, this is also on machine, that stores the web page, like websites or apps or application that's stored in this web server, right? And when the client devices wants to access a web page, when clients wants to access a web page, here this is a client, I am a one client, I'm accessing the information, or I want to access, how, using browser, I want to access from this web browser. Okay, I want to access one website, facebook.com. Okay, so access a web page, a copy of the web page, not original, the copy. Okay, the copy of the web page, for example, this is on facebook.com, this is WhatsApp, this is what the Twitter. So these are the like stored in this web server. Just I am accessing this facebook.com, the copy of this facebook.com that sends to the web client, that displayed on the browser in the form of HTML document. Okay, that is called as web server. This is accessible, this is a provider. Okay, who is accessing the information from the globe, that is called as web client. Who is providing the information to the web client, that is called as web server, right? And the next one is how web server works, right? How web server works. So you know already, so what is the operation of web server, right? A page on the internet can be viewed when the browser requests it from the web server, and the browser responds with page. Okay, it simple, sorry, this is a diagramic. Okay, previous example, this is also the how web clients and servers works. So simple things, the operation of web clients and server. If you want to access one website, okay, you need one computer. In computer we need some softwares, the web browser like Chrome or Firefox, okay, or Internet Explorer. So via internet, I'm searching some information to the web server. Okay, that is what here. This is a web browser in our computer or in our mobile or any tablet. Okay, so here I'm requesting. This is arrow mark. I'm requesting some information from the web server. If it is available, which are you are searching the data in web server, that sends to the web browser in the form of web page, in the form of HTML web page, right? So this is called as how web servers work. Okay, so now this is also some examples. Okay, so our points, the obtaining the IP address from the domain name. For example, I'm searching www.klebcc.com, right? Here from this computer I'm searching the www.klebcc.com. Okay, then first, our web browser first obtain the IP address. First, it obtains the IP address or the domain name. Domain name means the .com. The every domain name have one separate IP address. Okay, if it is present, then send to the web server. Okay, for this page, the domain name is www.klebcc.com. Okay, any website is assigned an IP address when it is first created on the web server. Okay, so first in a final layer you have a final layer. Okay, you have one project. In your final layer you have one project. After completion of project, you are hosting that project in the server. Once you are hosted, okay, the organization who are maintaining the www.com, www, those organization that provides one IP address for your domain. For example, uh, milkdairy.com. Okay, this is website you have created. So after completing my website, I want to host in internet or world wide web. Okay, so after that hosting, when you are first hosting the first or first created on the web server, that creates one IP address, or machine address, right? Then they given one domain name. For example, the purpose of using website, for example, you are using commercial website, government website, okay, the personal website, they're using like this. If you want to host, you have to purchase that website from the godaddy.com. Okay, if you want to purchase year wise, okay, a trial version, you can also purchase. You have to pay some money for host. And after creating the web server IP address, the browser requests full URL. Okay, the first were searching some name, first you have to write full URL, full name of the your website. For example, here www.klebcc, our website. If you are using KLE, it shows only KLE. If you are using klebcc.com, that shows our website only, our college website. So that is browser request the full URL. Okay, then web server responds to request. Okay, so how it responds? The web server responds to the browser by sending the desired page. For example, this website is available on the server. If it is available, then sends to the whatever you are requesting page. That page is sent to the client. In case the page do not exist, in case the page do not exist or some other errors occurs, it will send appropriate some error message. You know already when you are searching the with some web page, okay, those web pages are not exist. Okay, that time that sends some appropriate error message. How? See, for example, here the error is 404. When you are display in your computer the error not 4, that means while trying to open web page, which is the message sent by the server, the when the page does not exist. For example, assume the klebcc.com, this one web page, right? This web page is not available on the server. That time that server sends to the client this message, error message. What is that? Error 404. But you are trying to open that page, but that web page is not available on the server, right? So another one error. See, whenever you are having this error, you have to understand the whatever you are trying to search, that web page is not available on the server, that much. Okay, that is called as error 404. And error 401, error 401, what it means? When access is denied, some other countries access of the web page is denied or blocked. Okay, for example, in China, in other our government, a China product or China website or China applications are banned. Okay, so you are using that website that shows 401 error. 401 error. When you are seeing 401 error, you have to understand those websites are blocked or access denied, right? Due to incorrect credential like username or password provided by us. Also, this also sometimes occurs when you are putting the invalid username, invalid password provided by us. Okay, so this is called as the how web client and web server works. After that, if it is all are correct, the you are searching web URL is also correct, IP address also correct, then the web client is sent to the that web page to the server. If it is that web page is available on the server, that again sent back to the client. Then that displays on the browser. Okay, browser displays the web page which are you are searching. Okay, so this is the totally the work of web clients and web server. So how web server works? Okay, so what are the popular web servers? What are the popular web servers? Okay, so you know already when you are creating one website, we need one web server. If you are creating one dynamic web page, dynamic website, we need some servers because those dynamic web servers work on the servers. Okay, if you are creating static, we cannot use. Okay, you are not using the servers, but if you're using dynamic, we need some web servers. You already mentioned in synopsis: Apache Tomcat server, Apache HTTP server, Microsoft Internet Information Services, that is Microsoft IIS, Internet Information Service. This is also one web server that provides or that stores some web pages. NGX web server, Lightspeed web server. These are the popular web server which are used today live. Okay, so using anyone, you can create websites. Okay, so this is what the popular web servers. Okay, so this is all about today's class, right? So in this class, what you discussed, this simple what do you mean by WWW, who is the inventor, and when it is created, what is the purpose of using the WWW, what are WWW operations, how it works, what we need, what are requirement we have to need to operate with WWW web page. What do you mean by web page? What it contains? What are the information it includes? What is a static web page? How it works? Okay, how to create static web page, dynamic web page, web clients and servers, popular web servers, right? So this is all about today's class. In next class, we are going to discuss the important concept: how to create, how to develop website development. We are going to discuss next class. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Thank you.